On one hand, we had the rise of Homelander, like some kind of god. Not just a powerful character anymore, but this almost divine figure that everyone is supposed to worship, as if the whole world is meant to bow at the feet of this lunatic god. And on the other hand, we are seeing the downfall of what used to be one of the best superhero shows out there. Arguably one of the most disrupted one in the genre, now it's turned into a parody itself, as a joke. And honestly, it's sad to see how they destroy something that was built so well and so many years and seasons. It's sad, guys. In my opinion, this is just insane. How do you completely ruin a show by the end of its season? And yeah, we've seen this before. Lots. It's the first one that comes to mind. But there are a bunch of shows that start off amazing and then just fall apart at the end. Anyway, if you kind of feel the same, hit subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comment, are you actually enjoying this season? Or do you think they messed it all up like I do? Has always been satire. Let's be real. It's always made fun of everything. The superhero genre, the characters, even itself. But before even it sounds, weird, they made it work is that it still took itself seriously. Like Homelander, for example, the villain of this whole series. That dude was actually scary. The directing was really good. And yeah, he was kinda ridiculous sometimes, but it works. And yeah, he had all those gross, kinda disgusting traits. Like the whole meal things in the early season, but that's what a part of what made the character so high notice. He was just so weird in every possible way that it hits you on different levels, like creepy, unsettling, even disturbing. Now he just feels like a parody of himself, and I think that kind of ruined the character. He's now, I think, like that first movie Joker type. That kind of character that actually scared you, but at the same time, really, some people could even relate it to him as crazy that sound. And now it's like the opposite. And actually, that path in Joker 2, they took all that and just made fun of it. They stripped away everything that made him feel intense or dangerous and turned him into something dumb, ridiculous, and weird. And yeah, that basically what happened with, this Joker 2, and they destroyed that mystique and turned something iconic into something ridiculous. So guys, let me know in the comment if you agree with that or not, because honestly, before even watching the last episode of The Boys, I was wondering why isn't anyone talking about this show anymore? The answer really is because there's nothing to talk about. Nothing interesting really happens, except for maybe 2 or 3 moments that actually move the story forward. The rest just feel like filler or like a scary movie type vibe. Yes, a scary movie. A bunch of random stuff that doesn't even feel worth mentioning, at least to me. I mean, yeah, there are some small plot points, for example, like a star like that, or that weird dynamic with Homelander and Soldier Boy now, like father and son, but in a super creepy way, and a bunch of stuff that really matter to me, and it's something like stupid, but well, there's there's it. But you know what? I actually I laugh a lot and enjoyed it. And you know why? Because I just turned my brain off. Yes, guy. When I had said that the show is now basically a parody of itself, that they're just making fun of everything, even themselves, that's not really matter anymore. That when it clicks, like there were a couple of episodes when the parody was never talking about it online because there was nothing to discuss. So yeah, I just start overthinking it and enjoyed it for what it is. And it's a joke because at the end of the day, The last episode is basically just that, bringing in all these comedians and going full comedy mode. Actually, it's look like the movie This Is the End with James Franco. No logic, no depth, just jump and just dump chaotic, funny entertainment. Man, I was dying laughing. Like seriously, I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious, you know? And honestly, how I ended up enjoying the show, or at least the last episode. So yeah, that is my advice. And don't expect what the show used to be at the beginning, something sharp, cynical, and actually different. That's not what it is anymore. Now it's more like ridiculous, over the top comedy, and yeah, it's dumb. And yeah, the jokes are cheap, but in a weird way, it's still worth. So just enjoy it. So yeah, I don't know if I had to rate it, you know, I probably give it like a 5 out of 10, pretty or boring overall. But honestly, I'm not even gonna focus on that. Just turn your brain off, guys. Enjoy it. There are only 3 episodes left anyway, so there is no point, in going full hate mode or trying to tear the show apart now. They give a year of great content, and yeah, sadly, this is just the direction they choose for the ending. At the end of the day, I'm still having fun. I'm laughing, and I get that is something right. I'm just here to get a couple of laughs and see, if they manage to pull off at least one of the moments that actually worth to talk about. And even I don't know if I'll cover the next episode right away. Because if it's the same, kinda boring with just a couple of things happening, I might just wait and review 2 episodes together. Or even just do one the final review for the last 3 episodes of The Voice. Because honestly, what there to analyze? There's not too much going on. It's just them messing around, doing dumb stuff, joking and having fun. So I'm just gonna do the same. Enjoy it without overthinking things, and that don't really have depth anymore. And with that, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.